cooped up. I figured really not a lot of video to show you for day 12. So I wanted to give you a couple of products here, a couple of ideas. It's kind of a mental note to myself also about a couple of things that you really need to take care of when you want to go camping for long term. And especially if you're going with your wife, it might help you out. So here they go. All right, the first product I would recommend is some sort of mat out in front of your tent. I bought this one from Lowe's. I don't remember how much it is, but it's nylon, it's cheap, it doesn't hold water, it gets the dirt and the sand off of our shoes. And it gives us a place to put our shoes in the evening. During the wet times, it's really handy because you have somewhere to put damp stuff before you walk into your tent. And my wife is always sweeping and always vacuuming the inside of the tent, trying to keep the dirt and the dust and the sand out, especially out of our bed area. So this mat has been really handy to keep things clean inside the tent. The second thing is something that we've come across out here on the east. We've done quite a few state parks and camping in Texas, and we've always tied a rope up between a couple of trees for clothesline. And we've never had any hassle about it, and we've never read any rules about not doing it, and we've never seen any policy for not doing it. And we get out here and started at Pensacola, and they have rules where you're not allowed to tie a clothesline up. Well, when you're traveling and it's a wet day, your towels are going to be wet constantly. You're going to need more than one set of towels. You're going to need 2 or 3 sets of towels. You're going to be going through them all the time. And they're constantly not soaking wet, but they're constantly damp and they can't dry out. Well, if you don't have a clothes dryer and you're not allowed to put a clothesline out, what can you do? And we saw some campers that had bought these little stands. And so we stopped by Walmart. They were 10 bucks. And now we can hang our towels out to dry on a day where it will allow us to. And we don't have to get in trouble with the forest ranger by tying rope to the trees. So it's something, a couple of ideas here. You need more than one set of towels, and you need something to hang your towels on to dry them. We're probably even going to have to put a towel rack inside of the camper shell to dry our last set of towels while we're driving down the road. This little dude, it's in our trash. These little dudes are all over and they will get in your trash. Speaking of trash, I know that different campsites handle trash differently. And this is an interesting thing. In Texas, at the campsites, I usually have a metal pole with a hook on it where you can hook your bag of trash to it, and the animals can't get to it easily. And that's where your trash is until you pick it up and carry it to a dump or trash can. But around here, and I guess other camps are going to be the same way, they pick up your trash at your campsite at 9 in the morning, but until then you've got to do something with your trash. And these little squirrels, if you leave any trash laying out where they can smell it, these little squirrels are going to get in your trash and make a big mess. And so you have to be able to store food and store trash where they can't smell it and get to it. So in some cases you have to have bear boxes where they're sealed and they're sealed shut and there's no smell. Some places I've heard have you lock your food up in your car or your vehicle. Some places you definitely don't store food inside of your tent because of the possibility of a bear or something like that coming in your tent after the food. So food storage and waste disposal is going to be something that you're going to have to deal with, and keep yourself safe. Just something to think about.
Now's a great time to look around you. Gather a small